I think I think a couple of things. The play that we're not able to make with the infield hit kind of got things snowballing, and then the home run right behind it, and then the trouble he cost himself in the third. I mean, those are things that seem to snowball. It's a shame because he had really good stuff tonight and today, and should have had a better result.
Do you see anything that links his recent first inning troubles and sort of what he's had this season when with like a 360 average against him in the first inning?
Yeah, I think we've seen it a few times where he does get some quick outs, and then something happens and it just kind of rolls out of control for a little while, because you could tell. I mean, strike out and then a barely made contact ball back to him, and then another ball in a full swing that maybe goes 30 feet. You could tell he has the movement at that point. He's just got to continue to trust it. Throws him into the stretch at that point. Maybe that made a difference. But it's just, we talked about a number of our pitchers being able to stop it once it gets rolling, and his stuff was good enough to stop it in a hurry. And we had the right guy for them at the time with Davis, just able to get enough. I mean, he's had a big year, and you leave the ball too much at the plate and up at all, and he's going to make you pay.
So how do you at this point the rotation? I mean, you needed innings from Jaime today, and he gave them to you eventually. You see the rotation a little bit searching for itself a bit when you look at how these guys have pitched, or even the health of some guys?
I think we've had some inconsistencies all the way across the board, and we put a lot of pressure on our starters to set the tone, and when they do, things normally fall into place, and they want that. That's what they do. That's what their job description is, and we've had some really good ones from every single one of them, and then other times we've got to fight our way through. Do have to compliment the offense for continuing to put together good at-bats today and figure out a way, even when you're down 5-1, to get yourself back in. And they did. They got us right there.
When Broxton comes in with a one-run lead, is that kind of when this game, is that a punch to you guys then, as much as you came back?
When we get close, when we get within one run, we got every inning we got to shut the door. I mean, that was kind of the theme in the dugout is, keep shutting them down, and we're going to peck away and get ourselves right to where we want to be. And, we're in one run and 6 outs to go and opportunities offensively. We like our chances there against any bullpen. But, giving up a couple more there, the one with Broxton, and then, with Duke, we got to play at the plate and, keep it at a 2-run game, still within easy striking distance. 3 makes it, every run just adds more difficulty to it. But, unfortunately, a couple mistakes on the mound, the one on the bases ended up costing us today. But we talked about it before. You're going to have mistakes.
Did the innings run in today buy you a little more time before you have to make the decision on leaking the DL?
No, it has no bearing whatsoever. We have to figure that out here soon. And I know he got in to see the medical team today, so I'll have more information probably after this meeting. But we needed Jaime to go deep because our bullpen's beat up. I mean, we didn't have a couple guys today, so we had to try and figure out how to get through it, and got close.
Mike, what's the level of frustration? Good road trip, come home, and not able to keep that kind of momentum you had building.
Every game we don't win, there's a level of frustration. It doesn't matter. We'd like to have a long run, and it doesn't matter home road. To be honest, we got to win every game. I mean, that's the way we go about it. That's the way we're preparing. That's the expectation we have. And every one of them that we don't get, the ones especially we feel like we had a real good shot at taking, those are hard to swallow, not just this time of year, but any time of year.
Do you think Duke got caught in between there, between making a play at home and trying to turn to first?
No, he was going home all the way. He just didn't come up with it clean. We'd already gone over that hard ball to him. He'd be turned in the middle, but anything else, we got to cut the run down, just like the infielders would have been doing.
You got that big hit out of Rosario, the double, the score run, but then him getting thrown out, is him trying to do too much there, going to third?
I think he probably was trying to do a little too much, and as soon as he was called out, he knew, you could tell by his reaction, he knew the magnitude of that particular play, and we needed that tying run on second base with an opportunity to come in with a Hazelbaker to pinch hit and hopefully make something happen, keep a good inning rolling, and then you don't get any further into their bullpen as well. So that was a big one. But once again, another kid, his first year in the big leagues, and he's trusting his instincts, and got caught on the aggressive side, and yeah, he knew it afterwards.
Encouraged to see him out there and drive the ball.
Yeah, Matt looked good today. Had a good day for us, and get us started like he always does, and then to keep it going. And we need him to continue to do what he's doing. He's in a good place.
You talked about Jaime, and you did have some good stuff in some of the parts of the game, but once they didn't get that out on the ground ball to third, and this seemed a little unraveling. Is a lot of that mental toughness too? And I know Lily went out there to talk to him. And I mean, these games are getting more important as we head into September as well, right?
They're all important, and every out's important, every pitch, and these guys are mentally tough, or they wouldn't be here. And just sometimes it's easier than others, and it's never really easy, or everybody be here. And there's just times when it's difficult to put something away, and it snowballs and it speeds up on everybody. And Jaime's done a nice job of being able. Look again, a guy that gave up 5 through 3 is standing out there throwing 7. That's mentally tough, and he could have rolled over. He gave us a chance.
What do you see from Broxton at this point? You've used him in multiple different roles here, even in the last month, and what do you see from him?
I see him really good, and then I see him sometimes it's getting too much of the plate and working behind. He's given up a few walks, not today, but he's had a little bit of trouble at times there. Just I know for him it's the inconsistency, and we got to use him in different roles. Like today, we get to the 8th inning, we got all righties. He's the best righty we have down there. We don't have a Bowman, we don't have an O today, and I had to try to get the ball to Seagrass with a lead. So we needed to go with the experience, and he had a jam shot down the right field line that cost. But I see some steps in the right direction. It's a couple steps forward, maybe than just one back.
You guys, I think, they did a good job of not giving you guys the extra bases. Not many walks in this series.
Yeah.
How much of that was their pitching, and how much of that was an understanding of an approach against this team?
Yeah, I think we, might have swung a few out of the zone for the most part. They attacked the zone and had some guys with some downward movement on their sinkers and good changeups, and kept the ball on the ground.